You got the email on a Tuesday. Subject line, exciting career opportunity. Your manager wanted to see you, right now. You walked into that office thinking maybe this was it. The raise, the recognition, the moment all those extra hours finally meant something. They smiled. They said, congratulations. You were being promoted to senior manager. New title, new responsibilities, new expectations, same salary, same benefits, same number in the system. They called it a growth opportunity. You called it what it was, more work for the exact same money. But you said yes, because saying no meant you weren't a team player. Saying no meant you lacked ambition. Saying no meant the next promotion wouldn't happen either. So you said yes. You smiled. You shook hands. You walked back to your desk with a new title on your email signature and the same paycheck hitting your account. The responsibilities came immediately. The budget you now owned, the team you now managed, the meetings you now ran, the decisions that were suddenly your problem. Your calendar filled. 7 meetings became 12. 12 became 17. 17 became the reason you stopped eating lunch. Your inbox doubled, then tripled. Every email now marked urgent. Every message now expecting immediate response. Every question now your responsibility to answer. The old tasks didn't disappear. They just got company. You still did the work of your previous role. You just added 15 hours of management on top. Your manager said you'd grow into it. Your manager said this was standard. Your manager said everyone starts this way. Your manager didn't say you'd be doing 2 jobs for 1 salary. Indefinitely. The team looked to you for answers. You looked to your manager for support. Your manager looked at their own 17 meetings and said you were doing great. You asked about compensation adjustment. They said it would be discussed at review time. Review time was 11 months away. 11 months of senior level responsibility for junior level pay. You asked when you'd get a team to delegate to. They said when the budget allowed. The budget hadn't allowed anything in 3 years. You were the budget solution. The old boundaries dissolved. Your previous role had limits, clear start times, clear end times, clear scope of responsibility. This role had no boundaries. Everything became your problem. The project that failed, the team member who quit, the deadline that moved up, the client who changed their mind. You were responsible for outcomes you couldn't control, accountable for decisions you weren't authorized to make, expected to lead without the authority to actually lead. Your team asked for resources. You asked your manager asked their manager. The answer came back, make it work with what you have. What you had was yourself, working later, working weekends, working through lunch, working through the boundaries that used to protect you. The respect you expected didn't arrive. Your new title meant nothing to the people who mattered. The executive team still didn't know your name. The senior leaders still talked over you in meetings. The people with actual power still treated you like the person you were before. But the blame arrived immediately. The project delay, your fault, the team conflict, your responsibility, the missed deadline, your failure to lead. You absorbed the criticism. You accepted the blame. You worked harder to prove you deserved the title they'd already given you. 6 months passed, then 9, then 12. Review time arrived. You prepared the list, the projects you'd delivered, the team you'd built, the results you'd driven, the value you'd created. Your manager reviewed it, smiled, said you were exceeding expectations, said you were exactly where you needed to be, said they were proud of your growth. You asked about the salary adjustment. They said budget was tight. They said next quarter maybe. They said let's revisit this conversation in 6 months. 6 months became another 6 months. Another year of senior responsibilities. Another year of junior compensation. Another year of the same conversation ending the same way. You looked at job postings, senior manager roles at other companies. They paid 40% more than you were making. They offered what you actually deserved. But leaving meant admitting defeat. Leaving meant the promotion was worthless. Leaving meant starting over somewhere else. So you stayed. You kept working. You kept hoping. You kept believing that eventually the compensation would match the title. It never did. The company got exactly what they wanted: senior level output for junior level cost, leadership without investment, responsibility without reward. You got a title on LinkedIn, a bullet point on your resume, and the knowledge that you were worth more than they were willing to pay. They called it a promotion. HR called it a career development opportunity. Your bank account called it a lateral move with extra hours. Economists have a term for it now: dry promotion extraction. The practice of extracting senior level labor while maintaining junior level compensation. It's documented. It's studied. It's still happening. Your spine remembers the weight, the responsibility you carried without the support you needed, the authority you lacked for the accountability you owned. You're still carrying it, different job maybe, different title, same realization that the promotion they gave you cost them nothing and